Have you ever been wronged by someone? Has anyone ever falsely accused you of something? Has anyone ever purposely hurt you, either physically or emotionally? Has anyone ever misquoted you or took what you said out of context and made you look bad? I'm sure all of you can resonate with one or all of those things. And it is in our human nature to retaliate against others when this happens and to seek justice. It is in our human nature to want that individual to feel the suffering we felt from the wrongdoing, and sometimes we even want them to feel a little bit worse than we did. I have never seen this more than I do as a parent. Human nature is so patently clear and on display in young children. As a parent, I absolutely did not teach my children to hit someone if their toy was taken. I did not teach my child to yank toys out of other kids' hands, but that is what is in their human nature instinctively. And as I'm teaching my kids why those things are wrong, I have to constantly teach myself that behavior like that is wrong as well, and keep reading what the Bible has to say. Because just as my kids are fighting against their human nature, I am too. And it doesn't necessarily get easier as you get older. In the book of Matthew, a biography of the life of Jesus, it says this: "You have heard the law that says the punishment must match the injury, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say, do not resist an evil person. If someone slaps you on the right cheek, offer the other cheek also. And if you are sued in court and your shirt is taken from you, give your coat too. If a soldier demands that you carry his gear for a mile, carry it 2 miles. Give to those who ask, and don't turn away from those who want to borrow. You have heard the law, what the law says, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say, love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. In that way, you will be acting as true children of your Father in heaven." And that's from Matthew 5. Now, do we literally ask someone who is abusive and has hit us to hit us again? No. The moral of the story here is to take the high road, to restrain from hitting them back, to love them through it, to be generous with our forgiveness and mercy, to pray for them. In that same verse, Jesus tells us that we should act as true children of our Father in heaven, true children of God. In an Old Testament book of the Bible, we are reminded how to do that. We are reminded exactly what God requires of us in these situations. The Lord has told you what is good, and this is what He requires of you: to do what is right, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. And that's from Micah chapter 6. Doing what is right is not hitting back. Doing what is right is to have mercy on someone and to humble ourselves, to understand that we are all humans and we all have the innate nature to sin first. So if you have to, write this verse or these verses we talked about today and put them up on your bathroom mirror or in your car, somewhere where you will be reminded each day to love and pray for your enemies, to do what is right, to extend mercy, and to have humility. After all, as Christ followers, that is what God requires of us.